What is up, wonderful world of YouTube? I'm bringing you guys another video for Project PitBike. I went ahead and cleaned up a bunch of parts that I'm going to reuse, which are all the main parts which make the chassis of the bike. Like I said, we still got parts on order, and to be honest, it is the exact same day as the disassembly. I went ahead and got a bunch of stuff painted. It's been hours and hours and hours and everything's dried. So I'm going to show you what we got, and then I'm going to get into reassembling most of the bike, not the full bike, because we're going to do another video where I go over the motor, clean it up, add some stuff to it. But for now, we're going to get it at least looking somewhat decent, so we're going to put it back together with all the painted parts, and then we'll know from there all the aftermarket and other accessories we need to put on the bike as well. So in previous videos I said I wasn't sure if I was going to use these forks, but they actually cleaned up really well, other than this bottom triple tree which has some rust spots. But I won't have to worry because I am going with inverted upgraded forks and triple clamp. So, but I did paint these up, they were real faded, and then I also got some of that chrome polished back out. We have the subframe right over here. I ended up not painting this that goes in between the swing arm, that is the rear motor mount that goes in between the swing arm and holds the motor. I went ahead and painted the swing arm in gloss black, just like the subframe, and then we got the tail for the rear fender that goes on the subframe, and then we painted the frame gloss white. Mind you, I did all of this out of spray cans. I gave it plenty of time to dry. We're going to piece it all back together. There's some spots in the inside of the neck that I really didn't get because you won't notice it anyways. But there it is. These are all the parts. We're going to get to putting those back together and making this thing look like somewhat of a decent chassis of a bike. But there's all the parts right there that we're going to be doing in today's video. Let's get to it. So I tried not to rush, and I ended up forgetting a spacer that goes in between there so the forks would sit level. I got a little bit of adjusting to do on this side. Yeah, you got to come up just a little bit on that side, and then the forks and stuff are on. We'll add the bar clamps and stuff here in a minute. We're going to move and work our way on back. I think next we're going to go ahead and get the subframe and stuff on there, and then we'll work our way on down to the swing arm and then all the other little bits and stuff that I'm going to add on here today. So let's get into that. Alright, so the subframe was kind of a pain in the butt to get on because when you paint, threads and stuff get paint inside them, and had to kind of like re-thread it and get through there, but it got real tight to get on. But we were able to get it on. The subframe is on, it is bolted down. Not sure if we're going to put the tail piece on there yet because I have to take it back off anyways to put the fender and stuff on there once those come in. But we got the subframe on, we got the front forks on. She's starting to look like a chassis again, and so far she's looking really, really good. I like the way the white, the black comes out, and I'm glad I didn't paint the forks all black like I did on the previous bike, because I've had this same exact model pit bike before, and I've done the same exact color scheme, except for I went all black. But the new forks we will be getting will either be all black or gold, and the triple clamps will be black or either silver. So if I get the black ones, they'll be silver, and if I get the gold ones, they'll be black. But we are getting inverted forks for these. A nice bigger fork, nice stout with some mud guards on the front. But so far, there it is. She's coming together. Let's keep going. I just wanted to take a quick second to actually say that I am super satisfied with the way this bike cleaned up, the way it's turning out. I'm just real stoked to actually be able to ride this. And like I said, I could put this completely back together and go ride it. I'd have to like put the seat back on there with those bread ties or those steel ties or whatever they had on there. which is really, really sketchy because I want to do some jumps and I want to go off and do some free riding and stuff. and it was really hard to do so yesterday, but I'm really liking the way this build is turning out so far, especially being that I got everything done all in the same day, the disassembly, the paint, and now we're putting it back together with all the parts and stuff that we're gonna use. I'm not gonna put the wheels and stuff back on just yet. I gotta clean those up. And then I also gotta order my black wheels with the CNC hubs, which I'm just gonna do black with silver spokes, and then black CNC hub, black rim. We're gonna put some Dunlop Geomax 33s on here, MX 33s, and we're gonna let it rip. So far she's looking really good. And Mika Metals is out of bars that actually fit this bike, and I've been looking on eBay, but I am a rider for Mika Metals. They support me, so I was gonna go ahead and try to get some of those for this bike, but if not, we might have to settle for some Pro Taper or either just some PitBike style bars off eBay. So let's go ahead and get the swing arm mounted on here, and then we'll see what else we can throw on here that we got that's cleaned up, and if not, I'll clean it up and put it on here. Bike is starting to come together, or at least the base platform for me to put everything back together and call it a bike. But I made the last minute decision to go ahead and clean up the rear shock, which is actually cleaned up pretty well. I'm just not going to use it because it's not adjustable, so I'm going to be looking for an adjustable one to throw on there. And I just didn't want the swing arm dangling, so I went ahead and put that back together. She's starting to look like a bike. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. I can just take it back off with 2 bolts when the plastics and stuff come in. And then I still got to source a tank. I found the gas tank for this bike, this exact bike. It's $40 plus like $13 shipping, so 53 bucks give or take, below 55, which isn't bad. But I remember at one time when they were like 23 bucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that anyways. Grab that tank. I'm not sure when I'm gonna get it because I still gotta get wheels and all that stuff, another chain, and then get on to the motor and freshen that up. But so far, she's coming together good. She's looking real good, and I'm happy with how everything turned out. So I've pretty much accomplished everything that I wanted to accomplish today. Got the bike back somewhat together. It is looking better than just sitting around in a pile of parts, but I am completely satisfied with exactly how this turned out. This is exactly how I saw it in my head. This is what I wanted to get done for it. That way I can move along to the motor while I wait on other parts and stuff to come in. I will be bringing you guys a motor video here soon. The motor does run, so there's no need to take it all the way apart and completely rebuild it. What I'm gonna do is drain the fluids. I'm gonna clean it up a lot, and then I'm gonna add some stuff to it, like an upgraded carburetor and some other stuff. But for now, let's just admire the beauty of this bad boy right here. I'm gonna hit you guys with a quick montage. All right, so one more good look at the bike. There it is right there. We are definitely making progress on Project PitBike. It is coming along a lot faster than I thought it would be. This is day 2 of me actually owning this bike. And if you saw what it looked like in the 2 previous videos, you would know that this is complete progress. And I am completely satisfied, and I can't wait to keep bringing you guys this content. And better yet, I can't wait to hop on this thing and send it around the track for the very first time. Getting ready for this PitBike series that's coming up. And that won't be the only one. I will be racing a bunch of PitBike series. But for now, that is gonna be it. So enjoy this while it's here. All right guys, that's gonna be it so far for part 3 of Project PitBike. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I'm more than happy with the way that bike has turned out. It is coming just like I saw it in my mind, and I can't wait to keep bringing you guys content. I'm gonna jump inside the house. It's kind of cold outside. It's supposed to snow tomorrow and sleet and be a big mess here in Texas, which is crazy because yesterday was like 75 degrees. Today's about a good 45, 50. It's still pretty chilly, but I'm gonna get the bike and stuff back in here, get everything cleaned up, and then I'm gonna be on eBay and on some different PitBike store part stores looking for more parts to bring you guys more content and to get this thing going. I can't wait for the next video to come out. I hope you guys join me for the ride, literally join me for the ride, and I will see you guys in the next video. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I will see you in part 4.